Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of Words with Wayne, brought to you by our good friends at Kendall. I can't believe it's the end of February. The sun is out, and pretty soon the golf courses will be opening up, and that means, of course, road season's right around the corner as well. I hope you're having a great spring, and that everyone is coming back to work safe and happy. Hey, as we enter March, there's a couple of really important things on the calendar I want to draw your attention to. Our annual poker tournament's just around the corner, and so is the deadline for signing up for our first ever cornhole tournament. It's not until later in the summer, but it's filling up fast. So if you want to get on the cornhole, I encourage you to get that registration done right away. If you're in the highway business, then you definitely want to attend our ITD AGC Spring Kickoff. It's one of the most important highway meetings of the year where everyone from across the state gets together, talks about what's coming up this season. Hey, as you know, the Idaho AGC is a membership-based organization. We want to thank our members for coming through the renewal. There's 750 member companies of the Idaho AGC, but about 50 of them haven't paid their 2025 dues yet. If you're one of those, please reach out to us and let's get that checked off your list as soon as possible. As a membership organization, our focus is on you, the members. And this year, the board of directors completed a new strategic plan that has 4 pillars to it. And so over the next 4 months, we're going to take a little bit of time during Words with Wayne and talk about these 4 things. I'm going to start today with the pillar that talks about you, the members. As a membership organization and dedicated to the success of our member companies, it's really important to all of us here on staff that we're representing you correctly and that we want to hear your concerns. As we talk about our membership, we've done a good job of talking about building contractors and highway contractors. So what the focus of this new strategic plan is in 3 areas. The first is our specialty contractors. We may be called the AGC, the Associated General Contractors, but the vast majority of our membership is specialty contractors. And if you're in the trades, that means a lot to us that you're a part of our organization. I want you to know the strategic plan specifically calls out us to work harder to make sure we're representing the specialty contractors, their needs and their business interests as well. If you got an idea on how we could do that, we want you to get engaged. Get engaged in our forums, whether it's the electrical forum or the plumbing forum or the concrete forum or the earthwork forum or the landscape forum. We've got a home for you. If you're in a specialty trade, there's a home for you here at the AGC, and we're committed to your success, just like the success of all of our members. The second area that we focused on in the new strategic plan has to do with members outside the Treasure Valley. As I mentioned, there's 750 member companies, but almost 65% of them are here in the Boise area. And we want to focus on the 35% that we don't get to see every day. The AGC staff is committed to making more trips to Eastern Idaho and North Idaho, providing more services, more training, and more opportunities to network outside of Boise. Now that's going to take some time to get the rest of the state up to speed where we want it to be, but we're dedicated to that. I think many of you know I grew up in Blackfoot, and making sure that we have a strong, consistent presence in Eastern Idaho is core to my values. We want to make sure that all AGC members, regardless of their zip code, feel welcome and appreciated. So if you're outside the Treasure Valley, we want to hear from you. What can we do to do more in your area? What would it mean for us to be a bigger player in your market outside of Boise? The third area that this pillar is built upon is our emerging leaders. We're so excited to be relaunching our Construction Leadership Council. The CLC is a group of next generation leaders that are going to be running the state in a few years. While there's no official age cutoff, most of them are under the age of 40, and they're in junior leadership, program manager positions, moving up into ownership and into leadership of the company. If you've got someone that meets that bill, we want them included. Regardless if they're in Boise or Idaho Falls or Coeur d'Alene or anywhere in between, we want to encourage you to let us work with your emerging leaders as we help them develop the professional and people skills they need to be tomorrow's leaders. Just this week, the CLC had its first day on the Hill, where young leaders came and met with legislators, participated in a hearing, and got to tour the Capitol. It was a great event and got them energized about how they can be more involved in the advocacy effort. We're going to do similar projects like this all summer long. They're also going to do charity work and other things that we want to get your people involved in. So if you've got an emerging leader in your company, please let us know. And understand that this is one of the 4 pillars of our strategic plan. Making sure that our membership is getting the services they need, the return on your investment is the cornerstone of this new plan. We want to make sure that we're fulfilling those needs. I'm here all the time, so give me a call. If you've got something you want to discuss, if you've got an idea where the agency can improve, we want to hear from you. Ask yourself, if you were here, if this was Words with you instead of Words with me, what is it that you would want to hear? And then let me know so we can make that happen. Again, thank you for your support. Be sure to check out the events calendar. It's a lot of fun just around the corner. And we'll see you back here in another 2 weeks for the next edition of Words with Wayne.